Right guys, welcome to my third video in my challenge to play every single Sega Megadrive game. Today I've picked Turtles Hyperstone Heist. It's a very expensive game now to own, so I'd probably say it's best to emulate it nowadays. I do also have the Super Nintendo game, which is Turtles in Time, which is very similar, and dare I say it's probably a better game overall. Again, another expensive game, so well worth checking out. Probably best emulating as well. So let's start the game. So I'm going to pick my favourite character. And back in the early 90s, late 80s, I think every kid kind of knew Turtles. For me, they were probably the first big French franchise, as well as Ghostbusters. So it were everywhere at the time. For merchandise, for everything. It were really into it. I remember having board games and comics and all sorts you could buy for it. Also, I loved the cartoon. And I do remember the first thing I did ever collect was Turtles trading cards. So this game's basically a fighting game, as you can see. I'm fighting against these henchmen. Now, the red ones are like your standard ones, they just punch. They've all got different powers, or different moves, should I say. Just trying to get used to the buttons. So A is like your attacking button, B is your jump, and C seems to run. So this game, I didn't really play this game back in the day, but I do remember playing the arcade version, or the one that were in the arcade, when I was in Blackpool, I think about when I was younger. So again, it's kind of a recent game as this one. But I do have to admit, like I said already, the Super Nintendo game is probably the better game, but there's not much in it, in my opinion anyway. And these do made in these guys. But we're here to complete the game today, I think, because again it's another one that I've completed, so why not complete for the video. Come on. Do made in there all the time. Right, so these ones in yellow, orange colour. Can't remember what do they do. Let me just see if they do their attack on me. Go on. Oh, do made in. Taking the time. Oh yeah, they throw three sort of knives or daggers, you want to call it. Anyway, I'm playing as Raphael because he's always been my favourite. He's kind of the moody one of the group. I remember watching the film as well back in the day. That was a good film, the first one anyway. Didn't really like sequels, but the first one, probably better, sort of early 90s films. That's when you can tell franchises got really big. It's turned into a big budget film. I did watch the sort of reboots that were made, and they were rubbish, so I won't recommend watching them. So you can use these little setups here. So this guy here, this barrel, I can do that. There you go, and just blow them up. And that's my peat, so that gives me more energy back. So as you can see at top, I'm Raphael, and that's my bar at the top of my energy. And I have 4 lives, well 5 because I'm playing as one. I think I might have put it on easy actually, I've copped out a bit, I've got to admit. So I've got 5 lives, but it is a 2-player game, so someone could join in. The side there you can see. I've never really played this 2-player mode, but it's very similar to Streets of Rage. We're just walking along as a 2D game, and I must admit these games are better 2-player. They got like this sort of setup, so you can use that against them. So the blue, he's got a dagger, or he's got a sword, should I say, and he sort of jumps and attacks you. That's why it's better to, in these sort of games, to attack the strongest opponent first and kill them, and then take out your minions, which are your red. That's how I do special moves really. So this game is good, and I did include it in the top 10. But it does get a bit repetitive. It's one of them games that I've played loads of times now since owning the game. But I never kind of complete it. I've completed it a couple of times, but I kind of get bored at around about the half an hour mark. So if I get bored here now, you'll know why. But for the first sort of 30 minutes, it's a good game. It's very sort of true to the arcade. Again, like I said, the Super Nintendo version is a better one. It pains me to say it, because I'm not a Nintendo fan as such. I'm more of a Sega guy. But, you know, today we're playing the Sega version. That's like little set pieces there, like when I'll let him throw that at me then just so I could, and then that bit as well when you go in the sewer, just or the drain or whatever you want to call it. It's just comedy elements really. Very reminiscent of that sort of time, the early 90s, where kind of you were playing a cartoon character or comic character as such. That's what I kind of like about the retro stuff. So I was very much into my animation when I was younger, my drawing. So to actually play the games on screen, is it? Oh no, I can't believe I fell for that. So there you go, that's a little set piece there, which I knew were coming, but because I was busy talking, I wasn't concentrating. So anyway, I like this movie here now, so they're all coming out. If I just do that, nice and easy way to kill them. And now I've got to fight them again. So yeah, the reason why it gets a little bit boring is that there's probably a bit too much reliance on the same characters to fight. And that's probably why it didn't rank as high as Streets of Rage, for example. There's, so I mean, there's loads of people to fight. They're all kind of the same colour. You know the moves, so once you know what one of them's going to do, you kind of know what you know what you're gonna, you know what you're up against, you know what to fight. Like here, I need to kill these blue ones first, because they're the strongest ones. And then deal with the red ones at the end. So yeah, so that's the first level done. No, it's not. No, it's not. First section done, should I say? Get ahead of myself there. So I do like the graphics in this, and actually you can play it as I think this is a cartoon version, and is like the anime style or the sort of comic style, I think it is. I always play this version, that's probably because it's nearer to the arcade that I remember, version that I remember. So you know, but either way, it's a good game. It does have quite good digitised, you know, sort of voices. I mean, it's not the best, but it's good for Mega Drive. The graphics are very servable, do you know what I mean? They do the job pretty well. See that purple guy, then he throws a sort of, what do you call them? I can't remember what they're called, but anyway, you'll see the weapon he throws in a minute. So they do mix up a little bit, but the problem is they just all look the same. Like this guy, he's got his little nunchucks, I think he's got. I'm not giving you a chance to show that. You'll see it now. But again, there you go, you saw it then. It's his best. Mind the dog barking, that's my dog. Is kicking off with me because I'm not taking him for a walk. So straight after this game I'll be taking him out. So these guys always remind me of sort of Predator. Not Predator, Alien. Anyway, I'm not doing too good against them. Lost my routine. So anyway, I completed this game the other day as sort of a practice run, just to see if I could still kind of complete, I guess. And I think it took about 45 minutes. So again, when I've been saying I played for half an hour, I guess I should have played for the last 15 minutes to actually finish the job. But you know, one of them things, I guess. Oh God. So yeah, I think what I might do is I might play the Turtles in Time. Oh, here we go. We've got his first boss battle. Now, I need to remember the pattern. They have quite easy patterns really, the bosses in here. Oh, that's not a good start, is it? Right. Okay. That's pretty poor actually. And that's pretty bad as well, what am I doing? Right, let's just get into the routine again. Oh, what am I doing? Oh well. Right, okay, I tend to know what I'm doing. But that's not really... Oh, what am I doing here? Right, anyway, okay, once I get my pattern going, it's not so bad once you get going. No. Okay, right, so that's really not a good start to the game, especially if I plan on completing the game. Anyway, I'll get my routine going. No, what am I doing? Anyway, yeah, this must be the pressures of being recorded, because normally this is so easy, this boss. And in the last sort of 2 years, I've played this game quite a lot. That's why I'm quite surprised. Oh! Anyway, right, okay, we got there in the end. Yeah, okay, less I said the better. So, that's scene 1. There's 5 scenes to do and I lost 2 lives, so that's not a really good start. Normally I can beat, I mean, I must admit I'm cheating, I'm on easy. You know, I'm a bit of a, you know, I'm not the best at games, as you'll see if you subscribe to the channel. Anyway, so this is a bit that's sort of breaking up a little bit, the gameplay. So you're doing your little surfing, so obviously this is early 90s we're talking about, so you know, surfing was a thing. I remember that being a sort of a big sort of deal, and obviously Turtles were all about attitude, 90s were all about attitude, or definitely the early 90s anyway. I just think it does fit the game well, this bit, although it's not my favourite part of the game, I'll be honest. Let's try to survive it. And I'm almost dead anyway, so there I am, there we go, I'm dead. Okay, right, so we're back in. Let's try to concentrate now for a bit. So, I forgot quite, you know why, and I'm 30 foot. I do like the animation in this game. Again, it's all about comedy for me. These sort of games, I don't like them to come back. They do made in them. We'll see them later on in the game. Do made in. Like little robot dogs or something stupid. They grab all the take energy away. Oh, right. So yeah. Again, I love the graphics of this game. I think in this sort of 16-bit era, I think the games had to be visually appealing. The ones that once stood out to me were them ones, and they're the ones that kind of, I guess I was sort of jealous of when I owned the 8-bit version of the Sega machine, when I owned the Master System. I remember going to Asda as a kid, and they were selling the Sega Megadrive games along with the Sega Master System. And Game Gear games. I don't really remember Nintendo games being on sale in there, although for the war there wasn't many of them. And that's why I guess I'm grown up to be a Sega person overall. I remember sort of looking at my version, you know, my Master System game, and then looking at the Mega Drive and being a little bit jealous, I guess. The graphics and, you know, the sound obviously a little better as well. But when you grow up, you kind of realise that Master System games are good as well. Not much in it really. So I want to use this here, but I'm trying to wait for the right time. So this is like fireworks, is it? I think I've mistuning it, so let's just set it off. There we go. That falls down, I remember that. There we go. So I'm doing something right. So I think I've said the reason why Donatello is my favourite. I think it's like the moodiest of the Turtles. Is the one that kind of likes to. It's not the boss as such, but it's like the one that rebels against the boss. I think the boss for the blue one, which is Leonardo. He's kind of like the sort of straight talking, but Raphael's like the moody teenager boy. There's a bit more comedy there. I love that bit actually when you know, walking on plank against empty faces, kind of like such a sort of old school kind of comedy sort of skit that they included. So I'm not really finding my rhythm here as such, but if I don't complete it, fair enough. You just have to take my word for it that I do complete this one, or I can complete this one. I'm too busy talking, I'm gonna say, man, I can't do two things at once. And these sort of games, I remember being popular. I've done it again. I remember the first game I played in this style, and that was Double Dragon on the Master System. And I remember my friend brought it round. In fact, I've actually still got his game, so you know, I'll call him out on my few page. I've still got your Master System version of Double Dragon. It's still got your name on it. I've kept it after all these years. But anyway, we played it one-on-one, two-player game. I just remember thinking, wow, this is amazing. You know, you get to walk along the screen and just fight people. It's not a platform game. It's I guess you get to be this sort of, you know, badass, I guess, taking on sort of an army. Very much in style of, you know, early, well, 80s on early 90s action films. You don't want to be the hero, right? You know, in a day. Oh, not doing well here. Oh, no. So that really ain't a good start, but I think I've got some continue, so, you know, if I've got to use continue, I've got to use continues at the end of the day. There we go, I'm finding my feet now, you see, jumped over them barrels. I mean, who's throwing them barrels? I mean, who stood up there? Ready to throw them barrels, it helps me think. So these, yeah, I don't like these, they made in these guys. But that were easy because they gave me an heads up, and a lot of these beat 'em up games I find you're kind of fighting someone off screen. You know, you push them to the screen, you just punch them. Anyway, I guess in my top 10 I think I did include quite a few beat 'em up sort of style games, and I was going to include another one, The Punisher. I decided not to in the end due to the fact that there were quite a lot of side-scrolling beat 'em ups. But these and platform games were kind of staple sort of games back in the day, them and sport games of this. Because of the limitations of this system, you know, you couldn't do obviously 3D sort of style games back then. They were kind of the top games back then. So you got Streets of Rage, you know, your Sonics, you know, your Marios, your Final Fights, this, you know. Batman Returns is another good game for the SNES, which I will be doing in the future because that is one of my favourite games of all times. I will be playing that one because that's a decent game. And again, I'm concentrating and I'm talking and not actually watching what's on screen. Anyway, so this game isn't an hard game. Again, you'll see a theme. I guess I don't like hard games. I just like a game that's kind of provides a bit of challenge, but a bit of fun. I don't want to feel like it's impossible. I don't want to feel like I'm going to memorise a set of moves or set of, you know, actions because I just simply can't remember it. People know me, I'm just not very good with my memory, so why would I enjoy that kind of game when I'm not kind of built for it? But these kind of games, you can sort of chill. I mean, after a bad day, stressed out, so why not beat some of these henchmen up? Why not? I guess back in the day, I mean, it was different to that. It were, you know, you were playing as the turtles. You know, it wasn't about sort of, I guess, getting away from it all. It were, well, yeah, it was, but it were like being transported into, oh look, I'm a turtle, you know. So you watch on TV on a Saturday morning kind of thing. You get to actually be the turtle. So these white ones, they're a bit annoying really. All they do is block you. What you need to do is just keep pressing your A button. Eventually you break through. So they're not the hardest opponent, but they're annoying. Oh no, start that too soon. Anyway. Oh, okay. Really not got a rhythm with this game yet. Which annoys me because about 2 weeks ago I completed this game kind of perfect. I think I lost 1 life in the all way through. So anyway, hey. I might be picking another turtle at this point, or soon. Oh well. Let's see how far we can get. I guess I've got 500 games to get through. I think I'm going to have to get used to talking and playing these games out. I guess that's why I've picked the 10 games that I'm kind of used to start with. There's some games that I own behind me I've never even played. I've just bought them because they're cheap or just because they're part of the collection, part of the set, part of the 441 that I need. This way, like I said, it's going to force me to play them, get some value, get some use out of them, rather than just sat there on a bookcase behind me. So we've got another boss. I'm just going to grab that. Oh, poor. Right, concentration time. Not doing too bad. This one. So far, oh no. So yeah, that was quite funny. I thought I was safe up there. Anyway, so Rocksteady, he's a character from the well, I don't know if it's from the comic originally, but definitely from the cartoon I used to watch. I just remember as a kid, all of us were kind of all into it. Well, the men anyway, the boys, were all into collecting his trading cards. Like I said, that was the first thing I ever collected. I think. Am I dead? That's not good. Oh, I'm dead. Okay. So I'm going to restart. I'm going to pick the same guy because I'm just used to him. I might change now. So funny story, the first time I ever watched Turtles, the movie, the original one, I actually wanted to watch RoboCop. I remember waking up the morning after my parents had gone to the to the store to rent this, the video, the VHS, whatever you want to call it. And I think it was my older sister Rowena. She put on a film. I'm like, oh yeah, these bad guys are going to get it now when RoboCop comes on screen. And actually, they'd rented Turtles for me because they thought RoboCop was a bit too violent. I remember being quite mad actually, that I'd been sort of lied to, but in a day, Turtles. I love Turtles, so I remember just watching it being memorised by by everything about it really. Couldn't stand the sequels, they were too corny for me. But also I think it was Jim Henson were involved, or the company were involved in the some of the special effects in that film. And that, I love Muppets and that kind of thing, so that was good to see. So I'm getting my rhythm going. I feel like I'm sort of getting used to it again. So hopefully this that could be the last continue. We'll see. Try concentrate as well. As I say that, get pinned down. So as you can see, the graphics, the gameplay is very similar all the way through. It don't really deviate from this sort of style, which I wish it did have a little bit of variety. It would be nice, don't get me wrong. But for what it is, it's a good game, and I did happen to get the game quite cheap. I think it's probably selling for around about £80 to £100 now. The Megadrive version, and the loose cartridge I showed you for the Super Nintendo is probably about £50, £60. So I don't think it's worth paying that kind of money for. But I think I picked mine up for a couple of quid, to be honest. And you know, for that money, what can you say? To own a classic game like this, it's good. I think after this game, I think I want to go back and watch the cartoon. I think I haven't seen that in years. It'd be quite funny to go back and watch, I think. Oh, too confident. So you do have sort of special moves, but in these games, I kind of button mash, if I'm being honest. I don't really... There is a way to pick them up and throw them like you just see me do. I've forgotten how to do that now, so I'm trying to avoid that. So we've got another boss, so we've got Rocksteady again. So let's just see if we can do him a bit better than last time. Let's get the timing right, that's all about timing. Most bosses are in 2D games. Once he starts doing that, you jump basically and over him. So you start beating him up. And when he's ready to run, you jump, because he's coming after you. And again, let's try again. Yeah, I see we're doing a bit better this time, which is always good. Ooh, a little bit near. So I do plan on completing this game, because I think it's a good game to play it way through. Oh no, that's good. Right. I think what I'm going to probably do, the games that I know, the games that I've completed, I might as well complete them for video. The games that I don't know, let's just see how I go. And what I'm wanting to do is, if anyone's got any let's play videos for the Sega Megadrive, I'd like to comment below and just let me know if any people that I should be subscribing to are watching. It's always nice to make, you know, friends on YouTube and, you know, watch other people's videos and see how they do it. You know, maybe learn something, you know, from them, and they could maybe learn something from mine. That'd be nice. So yeah, just comment below if you've got a video, if you've got a YouTube channel. Nice to check them out. I've been watching a few actually since I started making my own, and it makes it, you know, it's nice to watch and see that there's other people out there doing the same thing as me.